they can't wear bonnets to breakfast, and I think that how we're responding to that says more about us than the policy itself. Hi, I'm Jacoby, and I'm a proud graduate of North Carolina A&T State University, but before I attended my HBCU, I was a student at the University of Alabama for 2 years, and I can honestly say nobody cared what I was wearing to class or to the dining halls. But here's the thing as well. Nobody was really wearing bonnets, do-rags, or bedroom shoes to class or the dining halls either. I bring that up because HBCUs have always had stricter dress codes than PWIs, and I think I know why. We have a respectability politics problem in the Black community, and HBCUs sit at the dead center of it because they take seriously the job of producing the next generation of Black professionals.
Right.
See, no, you keep hearing the same talking point about respectability politics.
Y'all say it like it's a bad thing.
What, because they banning the bonnets?
Yeah, but there's an argument within the Black community when they say respectability politics. That's a dog whistle to say we should be able to be whatever we want. We don't being respectable isn't going to get us more respect than under the white man's system.
Well, wear pajama pants to class and
pop out your chest. You know what I'm saying? Do wear. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want to do. Dirty clothes, dirty things. That's how we raising them. That's how we raising them.
That's not right, son. Somebody
no, that's not what it is. It's called standards. And the traditional HBCU standard is high for Black students because throughout history of Black America, our institutions weren't just built for us, but we had something to prove. They had to teach young Black students how to be successful. So historically, HBCUs made sure their students didn't just meet it, they had to exceed expectations. And that's not about performing for anybody else's comfort. That's about a community that understood excellence was survival. Yes, to come out of the trap that was set for them, they had to have a standard of excellence. So when people try to relabel that legacy as some kind of shame, they're actually erasing the very thing that made these institutions powerful in the first place. Standards are not the enemy. Lowering them, though, is.
That was so well put. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I never seen her, but she sounds like a very sharp lady.
Yeah, she sounds like she got.
I rarely disagree with her. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, I can agree with her. But yeah, it's much bigger. Our standards and values are in the wrong place, and it's much bigger than the bonnet. Yes, the bonnet is a symbolism of
righteousness.
I won't even say that. I'll say a lack of formality. There's a certain amount of formality that comes with going to work, interacting with people, school. Even if you're not planning to go into the traditional workspace, you should have these skills for when there is a time. It's like you should know how to tie a tie. You don't got to wear a tie every day.
Right.
But you should know how it's done.
No doubt.
You should know how to show up to work, how to show up to school. Don't have your bonnet. It's bigger than a bonnet. I'm sure it extends to pants sagging and weird outfits and exposed. You know what I'm saying? Having too much loose. There's a measure of respectability. A lot of people in our community, unfortunately, respect nothing else but money. But he got money though. But she got money. But I'm getting money. So what I got on bond? I'm getting money though. So what I got 9 kids? I'm getting money. I'm getting money though. So what I got 12 baby mothers? I'm getting money though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been an element of nothing else matters other than that simple point. Fuck how you get there. Fuck what you're teaching your kids. Fuck having skills that can translate outside of what you're currently doing. Let's say you are a social media influencer currently. Let's say you are doing something that is outside of the typical ways that people interact with one another.
Fair enough.
What do you teach your kids? What if your kids aren't that way? How do you interact when it's time to change situations? How does this reflect on us as a whole? Not to everybody else, but to ourselves.
And our community.
Yeah. How do we look at each other? How are we so comfortable with you being half dressed in your bedclothes walking around all day?
Well, I believe it's a divide. It's a divide because you have some folks, like you said, it all starts at home. Let's go back to that. It all starts. You said a lot. One of the things that you mentioned is the standards. And we've seen interviews. We covered an interview where Cardi B was saying she don't have her children listen to her music. Her children don't listen to her music.
No.
But
shit, my bad.
But everybody, it's fine for everybody else. Everybody else's children to listen to her music. As far as your attire, your decorum, how you conduct yourself. Like you said, it's standards are just in the toilet right now, and it's not being taught.
No,
it's not being taught. We're divided in our community, man. And it's no sense of blackness, no sense of awareness, family, none of that.
So you better stop before they call us tethers.
Oh, okay.
I don't feel like it today. I can't.
We're not tethers, man.
Welcome to Tether Time.
Cut it out, man.
Never.
Yes, Trevor.
Please stop before they realize that we are the tethers.
We're not
Please
tethers,
stop.
man.
Please stop.
We from
And
here.
I don't disagree with that mission. I know that Tuskegee University means well with this policy, but I also know that it may be sending the wrong message to students.
No,
Send them out with bonnets. Forget it then.
Tuskegee banning bonnets and do-rags in academic settings is not sending the wrong message. If anything, it's reinforcing exactly the message this institution was built on, that there's a time and place for everything. Nobody's not saying don't wear your bonnet at home or in your dorm room. They're saying your bonnet, your house slippers, your pajamas is not meant for the classroom and the cafeteria. This is not the project.
It's a time and a place for everything.
Sure. Nobody trying to ban bonnets.
Just not in the classroom and not at work.
Look dressed. Look like you came outside.
Look poised.
Yeah.
This is a university, a place where students are trained to walk into boardrooms, classrooms, and courtrooms. And Tuskegee, like many other HBCUs, they have a legacy of turning out doctors, engineers, the Tuskegee Airmen, teachers, lawyers. That standard didn't just come from anywhere. Again, these are basic standards, and it's a shame their parents didn't teach them this already.
They put out the Airman too, right?
The Tuskegee Airmen.
They ain't come from there.
Yes.
But hey, somebody's got to show them, and that's what they're doing here.
They put out syphilis too, didn't they?
That was the government.
Oh.
Because respectability politics does not exist in a vacuum. It has a class hierarchy baked into it that comes directly from inside the Black community. And as much as HBCUs are a home and a safe space for us, they are not exempt from that class divide. So when the policy says no bonnets in the cafeteria, one student may hear, we're preparing you for the workforce. And another one may hear, we're preparing you to leave a version of yourself behind.
And if you don't like it, go back to the gutter where you can go around Family Dollar and Dollar General or Walmart in your house slippers, your bonnet, and your night clothes. Go back to that poverty mindset where no one will judge you. Because, of course, in that environment, no one is expecting anything great.
She got Doritos, Cheetos, ramen,
Noodles.
Doritos, Lay's,
Coca-Cola,
she got some
Sprite.
dip. Her pH balance terrible, sir.
From you anyway. Go over there. Yeah, if you can't get with the program, go over there. But trying to fight the power to wear a bonnet, fighting to keep the standard all the way in the trash is absolutely pathetic. And listen, we have way too much work to do to be arguing to be basic. Okay, if you want to be basic, go that way and get away from the students looking to grow into productive, successful women and men. Very simple.
Personally, I'm starting to wonder where it ends, because we've been told for generations that if you look right, act right, and talk right, the system will meet you and reward you where you are. But it's just...
See, I think that's the wrong way to look at it.
It's not necessarily so.
It's not for the system. It's for yourself.
No doubt. Have some pride.
It's for us.
Groom yourself.
Now, I do believe how you show up in the world in other groups will make them judge you, but that's not why you do it. You do it because not only will they judge you, your own people will judge you.
No doubt.
Human beings will judge you. You got on bedclothes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
At school, at the workplace.
Put it like this. If a person shows up like that, do they appear to be the best candidate?
Or professional? Let alone the best candidate.
No, fuck that. You supposed to be training to be the best. You was just school.
Right.
You practice how you play.
So we can't say that. You know, you got the bonnets will come for us.
Right.
They
calling us tethers now.
Yeah,
anyway,
already,
whatever.
man. They mad at us, man.
It's seeming like that's not true these days. And respectability politics continues to follow us into every space in our lives. And I think what's starting to aggravate people and why this policy has really made people so upset is that it's now following us into the cafeteria at our beloved HBCU. And with everything going on in the world and within our community, I think people are starting to wonder, what is the payoff of these restrictive policies? When does the reward come?
just can't with the baby bop bimbo babble. It's like trying to tell somebody something that's good for them and they refuse to listen. It's like trying to teach your child to clean their room and they're asking what difference does it make if they clean their room, if it's dirty or not. They may argue cleaning their room won't make them successful. No, cleaning your room teaches you discipline. It's order. It's
the first win of the day.
Teaches you that small standards build big habits. How you do one thing is how you do all things. That's the whole point people like her keep missing. It's not
because niggas don't have parents.
The parents don't do it. The mothers wear the bonnet. The grandmothers wear the bonnet.
Right.
So I mean, to them, it's okay.
We bring it back to the whole family structure, son. That comes from not having a full family at home, having dinner at, you know what I'm saying? Shit
together.
Like
having
Put
dinner
it like this.
Together.
If you want to know what it is that a lot of other groups that come here and win, what they have that we don't have, is that.
Unity.
Structure, family, mothers and fathers. Somebody that's gonna whoop your ass if you get the cutting up out there in them streets. That's not playing one damn bit from day one.
I'm like, look, man, you ain't going outside like that.
You
ain't going nowhere like that with your belly all out, ass all out. Come back in the house like
that's
that.
How
Put
people
some clothes
come
on.
in here winning. That's how people come in here winning. America's done such a number on us, and some things
America,
we are
son?
not definitely, but. Some things we're not willing to relinquish. Some things we're not willing to let go. We associate hoodness and ratchetness with blackness. We think it's the same goddamn thing.
It's not.
But in our minds, we almost feel like if you step away from that, you're not black. We've made ourselves synonymous with the lowest part of society, and that sucks, son.
How often have you heard a person, especially a younger person? I know me myself. You hear someone speak well or they articulate their words.
You get called white.
You get called white. Oh, you talking like you white?
Right.
I mean, like you talking. You just speak well. If you pronounce your words well, it's nothing wrong with that.
Or let's do it like this: how many times have you seen a black person do something ignorant? And I've even been guilty of this, and we be like, I like that. They got some hood in them. That's some hood shit right there. Come on, you've been guilty of it too.
Throw me under the bus.
I'm not saying we're black American too. That's what I'm saying. We're afflicted by the same
time.
It's tether time. But no, we're afflicted by the same condition. It's a piece of us that feels like that is how you define blackness. And it goes much deeper than just a bonnet. A bonnet, this is one little part of the whole thing. Right, but we got to separate ourselves from stuff like that.
Son, I take it.
The mentality is what I'm saying.
All facts. You're speaking all facts. I'm going to add another aspect to it. I'm not going to mention any names. I have a friend of mine. He got caught up in the justice system, and he was in the penal. He said, man, I watched these young brothers coming in, man, in droves. He said something was like slave ship. All of them coming in. He said they all chained together.
Chain gang, baby.
Heads nappy as hell, uneducated, go in front of that judge, man, and the judge is giving them time like he giving out candy. They coming in, all of them, man, not going to school, not working, just misinformed, just
it's not uncommon.
It's
not uncommon, and we just celebrating the wrong stuff. It's sad to see. I ain't gonna talk too much. We're gonna let this shit go and go back to something funny. I'm getting mad.
It's not about the bonnet. It's not about the room. It's about whether you can hold yourself to a standard even when you don't feel like it or you don't see the point yet.
Integrity.
And honestly, I can't keep entertaining this baby bop bimbo babble.
These niggas would have never made it with Mr. Miyagi. Wax on to wax off. He ain't explain shit. Don't ask me nothing, nigga. Wax on, wax off, little nigga. Don't worry about why you ain't got to wear the bonnet. Why you can't wear the bonnet. Wax on, wax off, nigga. You'll see it at the end.
Just cannot believe that they got us arguing about bonnets again, but let's get into it. So Tuskegee University put out some new guidelines for their incoming students, and there's direct restrictions on bonnets and revealing clothing. And I just can't take this conversation seriously as a person who went to a PWI, a predominantly white institution. I went to the University of South Florida. Let's remember that we're talking about literal kids, right? Like these kids are like 18, 19, 20, 21.
It's time to learn.
21 is old enough to drink. 18 can join the military. They're all considered adults. And some of them are even having babies, becoming parents already. These are adults.
And I'm gonna be so for real. When I was in college, I can't even put a number to the amount of people that I would see in like a 300-person capacity lecture hall that would be in there with blankets, Snuggies, neck pillows, or the people who come in at 8 o'clock and they're still wearing the same clothes that they were partying in until 4 o'clock in the morning, booty shorts that shows their entire existence.
Don't worry about them. Then we don't got nothing to do with them. That's them white students. See, that's another thing.
She ain't necessarily talking about the white students.
No, she's saying she went to a PWI and they wore the equivalent of bonnets all the time. So what? They ain't got the problems we got, and we ain't talking about them. I don't give a damn what they do. They also party all night and get drunk and don't shoot up the club. Sometimes. Well, it depends. They shoot everybody. They get them all. All right, I'm sorry. I can't say that. Algorithm down.
And no one bats an eye, but people seem to have an issue when a black person puts on a bonnet.
Them old black educators, the professors, the traditional ones, they didn't play. That's just like telling us little Timmy was over there cursing out his mama, and then you try to come to your black mama and run that same play. It ain't happening. No, you cannot tell your black mama what little Timmy white mama let him get away with. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you're not little Timmy, and your mama is not Susan, so stop it.
It's actually kind of telling because there's a lack of empirical data stating that if you show up to class in professional attire, you have a higher propensity to retain more information or engage in a more effective way.
Okay.
They're trying to produce better people.
No, professionals.
It's just that simple. They looking around at the world outside of the school and say, damn, are we sending them out there like this?
Right.
We ain't teaching them no better than this.
And see, now you're just playing crazy for no reason. Nobody said you had to come to class in a 3-piece suit. But you're also not coming to class like you're going to bed or you're getting ready for free.
See, the school's like that. The school with high standards, you got to wear a goddamn jacket.
You got some schools that don't give a damn as long as they're getting that tuition.
Right.
Yeah,
but don't pretend like there aren't schools where you need to be. It depends on what the standards are. If the standards are higher, shit, it's people to do that from childhood.
True that.
You come to school, you wear the suit, the jacket, the tie.
No doubt.
We not playing in this bitch.
Blazers and all that. I had to pay for blazers with the kids.
Why should we be denied that level of experience? That's a level of experience that gives you a level of refinement in the professional world that people that have not had the experience do not have.
But hold up, son.
You already know how to wear bonnet.
These HBCUs, like they just said, man, if that's what they comfortable with, that's what they comfortable with.
They go to school to dance with the candy cane.
Nick either. It's just not happening. It's inappropriate. Point blank, period.
And to the contrary, the research actually puts the onus on the professor and states that how the professor shows up and dresses has a huge impact on morale and attention span. The research actually suggests that students perform better in environments and attire that makes them feel most comfortable. So why are we policing how Black people show up to class? It's giving a respectability set.
What DNC think tank gave them this respectability talking point? Because they just keep saying this. And who are these so-called Black people that keep talking again?
Well, the DNC need to keep us in the hole. How they gonna get paid? If Black people really like get their stuff together,
step their game up.
Why do we need them niggas?
True that.
Why do we need people to cry about the inequities and everything and talk them big words? What Benjamin Crump gonna do? What's Al Sharpton supposed to do? If we go healing the Black community, I guess you can show up when somebody die. There we go. You still got that job.
It's Tuskegee University, the HBCUs of Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida. Who are these people for real? Because these people don't sound like my people. Like seriously, who your grandma them? Because by y'all saying everybody else sound like the white people, you sound like the white people y'all claim to have such a problem with. That's how I know you got that talking point from them anyway. Respectability politics. The only people I can see going along with this will be the white feminists following Black women and hood rats. I don't even know any Black people ever in my life or that I ever went to any school with that will be on social media fighting for the right to wear pajamas and bonnets to class.
They ready to march. They ready to fight for that.
For the bonnets.
Because they wouldn't dare show up outside looking like that in the first place. Like, where y'all really from and who raised y'all to even want to come out looking like that? I don't know nobody who could go to school looking a mess. We couldn't even go to church looking a mess. Like, who are these people?
And I cannot stand when y'all say that we need to uphold standards of excellence. Because what does that mean? To me, that sounds like
do everything to the best of your ability.
So let me ask you a question. Do she look like she wear bonnet to class?
I don't know. I can't make that judgment on this lady.
I can.
Being Black people to higher standards to little to no benefit, according to the data, or conforming to a system that's never going to see it for us.
Who is us? Because I don't know who your people are, but there is no way your people my people. Ain't no way.
That's the divide.
And I haven't seen too many people make this point. Our hair has been policed heavily throughout the decades and in recent times politicized to the point where there's legislation protecting us from discrimination on the basis of our hair in similar spaces like employment, education, etc. So
I can't take this shit.
Stop, man. Let it rock, man. She a feminist. Let her come with her viewpoint.
But to think that that also wouldn't be a motivating factor for someone to want to cover up their hair when they go to class, especially if it's not done to their liking. And there's that element of classism in this conversation that I was thinking about.
Put on a hat.
Right.
An outside hat.
Put on a hat, man. Take the time to get your hair done.
No, get your hair done. Do a ponytail. There's a lot of options. Some outside stuff.
Absolutely. You don't have to rock a bonnet.
More
Y'all still like wigs, don't you?
baby bop bimbo babble. There are appropriate ways to cover your hair. They said you can't cover it with a bonnet or a do-rag, but certainly you have other options. Or how about this? Learn how to comb your hair before you walk outside. What is up with these people that don't want to groom themselves? Again, who raised
Respectability politics.
That's the
white man that wants you to groom yourself. It's devil. It's the white man that wants you to groom, to comb your hair.
you?
It's evil.
Because everybody doesn't have the same access to funds to get a fresh new hairdo every 2 to 3 weeks.
It's free to comb your own hair. What are you talking about?
And y'all know we can't do like Becky them and spritz some water and go. So there's 1,000 different reasons why someone would find it necessary or acceptable to show up to class in a bonnet.
I don't know where y'all get this from, but every woman has to work.
So it's safe to say she team bonnet. I'm asking you something.
You're right. She team bonnet now.
All right,
I can't take this shit no more.
Oh, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people.